Beats by producer Seawright. Welcome back to the podcast. Today's episode is called Growth Through Grit, Life's Lessons Unpacked. I'm your host, producer Seawright, and today we're diving deep into the concept of grit and how it shapes our personal growth. Understanding the term grit. Let's start by defining the term grit. Angela Duckworth, a psychologist and author, describes grit as passion and perseverance for long-term goals. It's about sticking with our future, day in, day out, not just for the week, not just for the month, but for years. Grit is what keeps us going when the going gets tough. Let me share a personal story. In my first days as a chef, I landed a position in a bustling kitchen. As one of the few women in the kitchen, I often felt the weight of scrutiny. One evening, during a particularly busy dinner service, a critical dish I was responsible for went awry. The pressure was palpable, and I could sense the eyes of my male colleagues waiting for me to falter. Instead of succumbing to the anxiety, I took a deep breath and leaned into my grit. I quickly assessed the situation, recalibrated my approach, and communicated with my colleagues to ensure we could salvage the dish. With determination, I worked through the chaos, and I managed to turn it around just in time with the help of a colleague. That experience taught me that grit isn't just about pushing through. It's about resilience, adaptability, and the courage to ask for help when needed. This actually reinforced my belief that as a woman in this industry, I could not only survive, but thrive, proving to myself and others that challenges are merely stepping stones to growth. Research shows that grit can be a better predictor of success than talent. 1. Passion. It's not just about hard work. It's about loving what you do. 2. Perseverance. It's about resilience and the ability to bounce back from failures. Passion fuels perseverance, and perseverance strengthens passion. Passion and perseverance are intertwined in a powerful cycle that drives success. When we are passionate about our work, it ignites a fire within us, making the long hours and challenges feel worthwhile. This love for what we do provides the motivation to push through tough times, transforming obstacles into opportunities for growth. Conversely, perseverance reinforces our passion. Each time we overcome a setback, we gain confidence and a deeper understanding of our craft. This resilience not only enhances our skills, but also deepens our commitment to our passion. Together, passion and perseverance create a dynamic synergy. Now, let's look at a real-life example of grit in action. Colonel Sanders. Before founding KFC, he faced numerous rejections and failures. He was in his 60s when he started his franchise, having already experienced multiple business failures. His determination and grit led him to create one of the most successful fast food chains in the world, and is indeed one of my favorite fast foods to eat. So success is not just about the end result. It's about the journey and the lessons we will learn along the way. Life is full of challenges, and how we respond to them defines our growth. We tend to pray, asking the divine for growth, hoping to receive it instantly. But we fail to see that growth is in the waiting. 1. We ask the divine for strength. However, the divine makes us face challenges that test our resilience to make us develop strength. 2. We ask for love. However, the divine makes us encounter difficult relationships that teach us about compassion, especially amongst self. 3. We ask the divine for courage. However, the divine makes us find ourselves in situations that require us to step out of our comfort zone to make us courageous. 5. We ask the divine for success. However, the divine makes us face setbacks that teach us perseverance and hard work, which leads to success. What this means is that our requests to the divine for personal growth often come with challenges that facilitate that growth. And until we understand this, we will only typically say, "The divine has not answered our prayers." The divine makes things happen to build us, and sometimes the same struggles we face is the very thing that is protecting us from our unknown. So as we wrap up today's episode, remember that growth through grit is a journey, not a destination. Embrace the challenges, learn from them, and keep pushing forward. I encourage you to share your own stories of grit with me on social media or through email at producerseavewright@gmail.com. And let's build a community of support and inspiration. Thank you for joining me on today's episode, Growth Through Grit, Life's Lessons Unpacked. Until next time, keep growing and embracing the lessons life has to offer. And remember to stay mindful and moralicious.